Today I'm going to be ranking every single spirit item in Deadlock. I'm got a mustache. I peaked Eternus. I think I'm sitting around like Ascendant 6 right now. I've been going up and down because of the ornament BS. But anyway, let's hop straight into the tier list. Starting off with our $800 items. We're going to start off with extra charge here. Really good early. I don't think there's a single spirit character that you're not buying extra charge on. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head is Gun Ivy, and even then, still buying extra charge for more farming is amazing. Amazing. Really good early pickup, extra damage and poke in lane for almost every single charged character. Yeah, amazing item. Extra spirit, gonna go right next to it. Essentially the same thing, as just spirit characters are going to be buying extra spirit early. It's just extra poke and lane. And like extra spirit plus extra charge plus two 1600s, which we'll get to later, is perfect for your 4.8 investment. Really, really, really strong set of items right here. And Mystic Burst goes right next to them. Really, really, really good early game items. Extra poke and lane is always really strong. I'm not going to be ordering them, so this is how they're going to stay. They're just going to stay in the alphabetical order. But yeah. Really great 3 spirit early items. Mystic expansion is going to be very situational. You're only really buying this on a few characters, and you're never really buying it early, and it's definitely not underrated. You're going to buy it on Lash late, buying greater expansion. You're going to buy it on Dynamo. You're going to buy it on Doorman. Yeah, not great on a lot of characters, but the characters that do enjoy it will pick it up. Sometimes early, most of the time not. Mystic Regen is, I want to put it in the underrated. I don't think people build it enough, but I think it's just going to be a good early item. The characters that build this item abuse it. Like, it's fine on Shiv, fine on Holiday. Characters with a lot of charges and low cooldown on their abilities, it's pretty good on. But then there's characters like Mirage and Geist that just abuse this item. Really, really good item. Honestly, on Mirage and Geist, I would put it up here. Which, Mystic Regen, or Radiant Regen, sorry, will go up there. Spirit Strike, I think it's underrated. People really only buy Spirit Strike to build into Spirit Snatch, and I don't think that that is correct. I think buying Spirit Strike is one of your early spirit items in order to get your 4.8 spike is really strong in combination with like extra spirit, extra charge, and mystic burst. Yeah, I mean, even if you're just buying these 4 plus a 3200, I think that's how math works. No, plus a 1600. Yeah, really, really strong early. But people do not buy it enough. I mean, even the, like, melee characters aren't buying it early. Like, you're not buying it on Drifter Billy, Abrams, like, I think a lot more players could buy this in lane if they're going toward the Spirit build. And now, Rusted Barrel. Originally, I really wanted to put this in Schizo buy, but I've been enjoying this item in lane. I've been buying it on some gun characters because it does lower bullet resist. I did not know that it lowers bullet resist. Actually really strong in the gun versus gun lane. Even on like characters like Paige, if you pop Rusted Barrel on your opposing laner and pop Barrier on yourself, you just shred them. Shred them. Arcane Surge is going to be our first 1600, and this item is going to go straight up into Great Enabler. Arguably Giga overstated, but it does have the drawback of needing to use stamina. The characters that build Arcane Surge, Dynamo, Abrams, other characters that I can't think of off the top of my head really abuse this item, and it's the perfect enabler for them. Arcane Surge, Warp Stone into Dynamo ult, you guys know the business. Bullet Resist Shredder, gonna go right up here in the Great Enabler. Any character that builds Tesla Bolt should be building Bullet Resist Shredder plus Surge of Power. It's just such a good combo, because you go, well, say you're on Haze, you go Surge of Power on Knife, you shoot a little bit, you knife them, and then it procs your Surge of Power, which gives you bonus fire rate, bonus move speed, and then you're proccing Bullet Resist Shredder, so you just are going to absolutely melt your opponents. Cold Front used to be like one of the best items in builds, but now I'm just going to say that it's Giga overstated. Slow, Spirit Resist, and Burst Damage. Like, what else is there to say about this item? Very, very strong. Compress is underrated. I buy Compress really early on in some of my builds. Lash, Holiday, Calico, even sometimes putting it on Ava isn't bad. Just being able to have more uptime on your abilities early is really strong. It's the same reason why Enchanter's Emblem's really strong early. But this has the benefit of being a part of your 4.8 Spirit investment. Duration extenders, really, really good early. Um, I know you might be saying, like, why are you buying Duration Extender early? Specifically on Infernus, if this was like an Infernus item tier list, it's like one of the best items in the build. But just buying Duration Extender and putting it on your 3 adds so much poke in lane, it's not even funny. Recently on Infernus, I've been just rushing my 4.8 investment and going Improve Spirit. Oh, hey, we're talking about it. Straight into Superior Duration. And it is really strong. Improve Spirit arguably can be a great enabler, but I'm just going to put it into the good early tier because you're never really picking up Improve Spirit in the mid to late game. If you're not buying it early, you're only ever going to like go straight to Boundless, if that makes sense. And I didn't mention with Extra Spirit, it does have the benefit of upgrading to Surge of Power now. Mystic Slow is going to be one of those situational builds. It's only really good for building into Lightning Scroll, though the slow is very relevant this patch. I have been building some hate crime builds, as I like to refer to them as, where I just build Mystic Slow, Slowing Bullet, Slowing Hex, and just do not allow my opponents to play the game. We are going to put Mystic Vulnerability. Mystic Vulnerability is going to go into the Enabler tag. The thing about Mystic Vuln is it builds into Escalating, which, spoiler alert, is probably going to be in the top 2 tiers. And the fact that it actually has a lot of stats on it, just early, it's very strong. It's never going to be in the good early tab, because Mystic Vuln is something that you want to buy, like, out of lane, because there's easier ways to lower Spirit Resist in lane, which we're going to get to in a little while. But Mystic Vuln, very, very strong item. Enables a lot of builds, really good on the Shiv type characters, the Victor characters, like, yeah. Enables a lot of builds. QSR, I'm questioning your sanity. QSR used to be an auto buy on Mo, Lash, like, dude, hold on. Quicksilver is really good on Mirage and really good on Mo. Like, really good on those characters. Is underrated. It's underrated. Purely because I was just underrating it. Quicksilver, they've lowered the damage, so that is more like towards actually being a reload tool. But the characters that abuse this item, dude, I'm just talking myself into it. Quicksilver's an amazing item. Like, I'm just sitting here and I'm trying to talk shit on the item, but I'm thinking Wraith, Mirage, Mo. Even I've seen Hayes buying it for the Spirit investment now. Like, it's a good item. I cannot lie, will not lie. Slowing Hex, more people need to buy this item. I think if every team had like 2 slowing hexes, they would just insta win. I think slowing hex is really strong into, obviously the Minas of the game, the Lashes of the game. Forcing people to buy debuff remover early is also really good. Forcing them to, kind of build more defensive while, you're spending a $1,600 item and they're buying a $3,200 item. So it's like a very good trade for you. Especially if, you're around the same power level, buying slowing hex when their Mina's 5k above you and forcing them to buy debuff remover when they were already going to buy debuff remover isn't a great trade for you, but I mean, it still forces them to use it. Yeah, I mean, it's an underrated item. People should definitely be buying it more. Spirit Sap, Giga overstated. Ever since the stop building out a Silence Wave, like, the Spirit Sap Focus Lens meta was, like, so bad. But it's still really good, just lower Spirit Resist. It's just a better version of Mystic Vuln, 100%. At least early on. Early on, it's so much better than Mystic Vuln. Suppressor, very much a very situational item. You're only really buying it in lane if you're like 7 against Haze, Wraith, something like that. or, Wraith against 7 or whatever. Like, you only really want to buy it in the gun v gun lane. You're never really buying this on Lash to counter a gun lane. It's very much gun v gun. Same thing as Rustic Barrel. Decay's Gig overstated. This item is so strong, and I don't know why more people don't buy it. It does so much damage late game. It's like not even funny. I've seen damage charts where their second most damage was Decay. Just absolutely insane. Of course, I'm biased. It's a Shiv player. It's an auto buy and Shiv builds, but it's like such a good item. Such a good item. Disarming Hex is underrated. It has the same thing as Flowing Hex, as it forces gun characters to build debuff remover. But it has the bonus of, people always say, oh, buy plated armor, buy metal skin. But Disarming Hex shuts them down for your entire team, not just you. Metal skin and plated armor are good if you're like a carry, but buying multiple Disarming Hexes on one team will shut them down for such a prolonged period of time. And even going like Curse into Disarming Hex or Focus Lens into Disarming Hex, it's so strong. Greater Expansion's underrated. The characters that buy it end up picking it up very, very late. But I think that it could be bought a lot sooner on a lot of characters. When I played Doorman for my, ornament challenges, I bought Greater Expansion, like, second item after Vortex Web. I also played Doorman, like a weirdo. Door build into, like, Vortex Web first item, Greater Expansion second item, and then I just perma run urns and throw people under walkers. Very, very fun build. Very, very fun build. But, Greater Expansion, good item. Don't see people buy it enough on characters that really like it. I mean, even characters that don't like it, it still could be fine on. Like, if you find yourself not being able to close the gap on Mo, you can buy Greater Expansion. Just, good value for what the item is. Next on the chopping block, we have Knockdown. Knockdown? I don't think it's overstated, so this probably isn't the best tier to put it into, but I think this item is very, very strong. I have gone against teams that, built like 4 knockdowns, and there's just nothing that you can do. You have to like buy Unstoppable at 19k. It's just insane. Just insane. Very, very strong item. People do not buy it enough. Next up, we have Rapid Recharge. This enables so many builds, and the amount of damage that it makes charged abilities have is absolutely insane. Powdered Keg, Dynamo Stomp, Kutsu Bomb. So many strong combos with Rapid Recharge. Just an insta pickup on any charge ability. Next up, we have Silence Wave. Used to be really strong. You used to buy it when it would lower the Spirit Resist, but now that it just does flat damage, it can replace Cold Front on some characters, but the only character I really see buying Silence Wave nowadays is Bebop. And even then, I don't think Bebop should be buying it. Yeah, Schizo buy. Schizo buy. I hate Silence Wave. Bad item. Surge Power. I wonder where I'm going to put this one. Best item in the build. Surge of Power is perfect for a 4800 spike. It's amazing on Mirage. I've been buying it on Haze. Really, really strong on Haze. Really strong on Wraith. Any single gun character buying Surge of Power for their 4800 spike. Surge of Power QSR combo. Surge of Power Bullet Resist Shredder combo. Just a really, really overstated item. Even after the nerfs. Superior Duration is just like a fine pickup. It's just an okay item. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to put it into the Great Enabler. It really helps out the builds that want it. Obviously, as, like, duration is good on some abilities. Building it for Shiv, Knife, Dynamo, Ult. Let's see, what else is there? Spirit Lasso. Can't really think of other ones, but I'm sure you will let me know down in the comments below what other abilities work with Superior Duration. But yeah, just a great enabler for a lot of builds. Superior Cooldown, just textbook great enabler. Item, just so good. Better, more uptime, more do things. Very good, very good, very good. Spirit Snatch is either Giga overstated or the best item in the build. It's definitely the best form of magic resist shred. Or sorry, spirit resist shred. I've been playing a lot of TFT recently, so I'm in the league terminology mindset. Um Spirit Snatch just yeah, it's definitely one of the best items in the build. You know, obviously, if you're building all of these, they can't all be the best item in the build. But Spirit Snatch, amazing on characters like Shiv, Holiday, Abrams, blah 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 blah. Warden, I've seen Wardens buy it. It's really strong on Warden. Like, just really, really good. Spirit Resist Shred. Nothing more to say. Extra damage. Pretty good. Tank Buster, I do not know how to rate since the changes. Since it goes off of current HP, not total max HP. I think it's an overall buff on some characters, but I think it's a hard nerf on others. Um, Characters like Lash and Mina, it's really strong on. Procking it on, you know, a slam on somebody that's full HP or a love bite on somebody that's full HP, I think it's really, really strong. But on other characters where you're looking to, you know, finish people off, Shiv, whatever, I don't think that it's that good. Torment Pulse, definition, great enabler. Anyway, Torment Pulse is a definition, great enabler. Very, very strong item. Constantly ticking damage. What else does Torment Pulse do? I just know that it constantly ticks damage, and I like it for that. Procs Radiant Regen. Okay, so before we get into the $6,400 items, I would like to state that Radiant Regen is not here, and I think Radiant Regen is Giga overstated or the Great Enabler. I think that the item overall is very strong, and the characters that can abuse it really well. Shiv, Lady Geist. You're not really buying it on Mirage, but he could abuse it. I think it's just an overall very strong sustain item. So the first of the 6400s, we have Boundless Spirit. Definition, great enabler. It does what it says it does. It gives you a hell of a lot of spirit, and that's good when you're building spirit. What else can I say? Curse, Giga overstated. This item, since the changes, is absolutely insane. I didn't know that it can remove bridge buffs. Like, what? That's an insane thing to do. I think that the item, very, very strong. That comboed with superior duration, just shutting somebody out of the fight for, you know, X amount of time, 3 to 4 seconds, is absolutely insane and can swing a single fight, especially considering it can't be debuff removed by yourself. You would have to have a teammate Divine Barrier you. Please don't buy Echo Shard in my games, bro. Like, ever since the change that it has to be imbued, it's just so bad, bro. It's such a long cooldown. Like, oh, look at you go, you have double bomb. Oh no, I have counterspell. Oh no, I have debuff remover. Look at you, you have double paradox bomb. Oh no, I dash away. Oh no, I debuff remove your vortex web, and you just spent $18,000, $19,000 to do 4 damage to me. Like, just do not buy Echo Shard in my game. Please, please do not buy Echo Shard in my game. I say after last night playing Echo Shard Pin Abrams. Arctic Blast, it's going to go right next to wherever Cold Front is. Probably, honestly, a little below it. The reason why Cold Front's overstated is because you can get it so early. I think Arctic Blast is just a good enabler for certain builds. Calico builds, Holiday builds. It doesn't really work with Lash as, you know, Cold Front does. But I think it's the fact that it roots and then slows is really strong. Extra spirit resist, extra damage. Just pretty strong interaction. Escalating exposure, amazing item. Just absolutely insane on the characters that want to build it. 7, Vin. I'm sure there's more. Can't really think right now. Really strong item. Ethereal Shift is next up. And I think it's just underrated. I think since the cooldown nerf, there's not really characters that want to abuse it as much. You know, it was an auto buy on Shiv, Seven, Pocket, Victor, and I still think that those characters buy it, and as they should. But I think since the cooldown nerf, the effect is still the same. It's still a very, very strong item that makes you completely intangible for a few fights. Or not for a few fights, for a few moments in a fight, rather. Refresher, great enabler. There's only really two, three, maybe four characters in the game that want to buy it. I'm thinking Lash Dynamo as the two. And I'm sure you guys down in the comments can let me know of at least two others. I just can't really think right now. Paige, what can I say? Getting a second ult is really strong sometimes. Reverb, it does a lot of damage. It's overstated. It's overstated. I don't think this item needs to be changed, but I think just the fact that it increases spirit power on the imbued ability, it gives you a little bit of spirit lifesteal too, which is relevant sometimes. And just the excess damage afterwards is really, really strong. Merc definition grade enabler. You're buying this on almost every single hybrid gun character. I've even bought this on Shiv sometimes, just for the fun of it. Very, very, very strong. Increasing fire rate after, you know, reloading your gun. Really, really strong effect. The magic carpet. We all know it's a schizo, but, like, come on. Come on. Like, you really cannot be buying magic carpet if you're attempting to win the game. Don't mind you, I buy magic carpet all the time. I think it's a really funny item, and I like to fly around the map and go really fast with like Veil Walker, Trophy Collector, Enduring Speed, Fleet Foot, like just speed across the map on the little carpet. It's so much fun. But please do not buy this item in my game. I'm the only one allowed to buy it. Lightning Scroll, textbook great enabler. Characters that enjoy this item really enjoy this item. 7 page, like Warden, Ult Warden. Very, very strong item. Just enables a lot of ultimate builds that were previously a little bit underpowered. Focus Lens, if I did this tier list 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, would be the best item in the build. But nowadays, it's just a fine item. Honestly, I'll put it underrated. People have stopped buying it since the nerfs. And I think you should still be buying it. I still buy it on Lash. I still buy it on Haze. I still buy it on whoever else. Just very, very, very strong item that not as many people are buying. LMNOPQRS. Okay, we're up to S. And we have Scourge up next. I think people are buying Scourge wrong. I think the support on your team should be buying Scourge. I don't think the tank themselves should be buying Scourge. I think they should be focused on building out other tankiness, and somebody else on their team that's underpowered should be enabling them. Somebody who hopefully already has Transcendent cooldown. But I think it's an underrated item, specifically because I'm thinking that people are building it wrong. Spirit Burn, Giga overstated. Need I say more? Anti-heal, burst damage, spirit power. Very, very strong item. Also gives ability range or duration, one of those two. Very, very, very strong item. And now, right before we hit the Vortex Web, I will have to mention Transcendent cooldown. Even after the nerfs, I still think it's a really good enabler for people that have at least 2 or 3 actives. And it's also a very good combo with Cultist Sacrifice. I think if you're building Cultist Sac, Witchmail, or like at least 3 actives, you should be buying Transcendent cooldown. Very, very good item. Textbook great enabler. Vortex Web, also a very good enabler. Good for Page builds, Lash builds, Dynamo builds. Just getting everybody into one specific spot. Don't even get me started on Doorman. Getting everybody into one specific spot so that you can hit your big AoE ability, your root, your stun, your Paradox Bomb, your ult. Very, very strong ability in combination with certain other abilities, as well as like Lightning Scroll and stuff like that. Very, very strong combos. Alright, well, that's all I got for this tier list. I appreciate all of you guys staying to the end. Please let me know down in the comments below how wrong I am, because I know I'm wrong. I just like talking. And hopefully you guys like listening to me. If you want to listen to me yap about all of the rest of the items, I'm going to link the videos to the left and to the right. There's going to be the green item tier list and the orange item tier list. I might make one full comprehensive tier list video. And then after this, I have already recorded a full beer. And then after this, I have already recorded a full ability tier list, including ultimates, ranking every single ability in the game. And admittedly, I got very tired towards the end because it took me an hour to record the video. So some of the takes towards the end might just be being pissed and just throwing shit places. But anyways, thank you for staying to the end. Comment down below about how wrong I am. And please subscribe so that I can put out more content like this. Gameplay videos, guides, stuff like that. Hopefully will be coming out soon. Hopefully I'll just record a video or something. I don't know. Thank you. Bye-bye. Peace.